Hey guys, this is a vlog review of Battlefield Hardline Beta. Unfortunately, it took me a while to work out how to actually capture coverage, and even then it was slightly derp, and I don't know what's wrong with my eye. Why? Forget it. Forget it. You know I've got eye problems, so it doesn't matter. And I haven't been sleeping very well recently because hand problem. That's why you haven't been getting that many videos. What do I think of Battlefield Hardline the beta? Good. It has problems. One of the biggest problems is it's got Conquest in it. And I think if they had the balls, they would have left Conquest out. They could have. I'd rather that would have been a DLC. Because Hardline has got some interesting game modes. They've got Hotwire, which is basically where the capture points are cars. It's fascinating. It's a really interesting game mode, and you're never going to see it in a COD game. The capture points are constantly moving, but that also gives you a problem because the mechanic class in Battlefield Hardline has the grenade launcher, and that can take out a car. So you got interesting dynamic there. The maps that they did, they've got to work out a few things because everybody goes around this certain bit where it's like it's supposed to be out of the map, but you can get around it pretty easily. So there's no point in not having it there. I think they just need to extend the map that little bit further. The heist mode. Now, the heist mode is interesting. Basically, they looked at Payday. Two teams fighting against each other. It's really, really fun. I like what they've done with it. Grabbing the bags back is a bit of a confusing task, to say the least. I have got to say the grappling hook is... When we first saw it in the alpha, which was in last November... Well, was it last November? No. Last February. God. Way back. The grappling hooks had no point. In the other maps, the heist map, it has a point. Getting up to higher places, and so does the zip line, because getting from a higher place to a lower place allows a lot more freedom of movement, things like that. The unlock system. Now, the unlock system, I gotta give these guys props. They have done something that Battlefield 4 needed to do, and it is very, very good. They're basically taken away the score system of how good you are. It's more, you can accumulate money. Now, once you've accumulated so much money, you can spend it on things like new weapons, new attachments, but also you can spend it on battle packs. This is awesome. Do not change it, for God's sakes. It'd be a waste of time to do so. Frankly, nobody that I know bought the gold battle packs for Battlefield 4 at all. By the way, I've uninstalled Battlefield 4. I think I'm going to go into Hardline a bit far harder than I did in Battlefield 4, but I really do think Battlefield 4 Hardline, well, Battlefield 4 was a bit of a disappointment. I like game modes where there is an objective that is not just capture the point, or it's capture the point but make it interesting, or it's capture the flag where it's money game. No, it's not money game. It's Big Money. That game mode in the alpha. Oh, that game mode. Oh, that is. Yeah, you got me on that one. You got me on that one, Hardline. You really have, because that is, you can do funny fucking things. I'm not sure if I told you this. In the alpha that they did in February last year, I completely one team, the enemy team, were on the other side of the map. They were concentrating on trying to get rid of all the money we had. They were about 2,000 away from actually getting the money they needed. I basically took the transport helicopter, landed it near their safe, emptied their safe, went back into my transport helicopter, dropped down behind our lines, and just walked in and plopped the money down. And I just won the game, and it was hilarious. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording at the time. And I don't lie about these kinds of things. It's like, it's what's the point? But yes, that was good. Vehicle movement. Not many people are liking it. It seems the car movement is not there. Now, I wasn't expecting to get a Need for Speed 2 kind of movement or anything near that. And frankly, I got what I think everybody thought we were going to get. They're using a different engine to Battlefield 4. I have a feeling Hardline was produced a lot longer than people say it was, because it was right after Battlefield 4 that Hardline came out. Well, not really right. Well, it was supposed to be November that year. Last year. And yeah, we didn't get it. They decided May this year. I hope and pray that this gets traction, because it deserves traction. I have a feeling the teams were split into two, and they were both given the same engine to work on, because there's destructibility in one game and there isn't some in the other, and there's destructibility of other things that you'd expect in the other. It's kind of what? But yeah, I like it. I really do like it. I basically uninstalled Battlefield 4 because I thought, fuck that shit. As soon as I get another couple of quid in my a little bit more money on me, I'll be pre-ordering that for May. No, whenever it comes out. But I really do like Battlefield Hardline. I think it's a clever game. I think the problem is if they get into this idea of we've got to have team deathmatch. Well, no, you don't. Payday doesn't have team deathmatch, and that, okay, it's not really a multiplayer game. It's a cooperative game, but it's brilliant. So I'd say, yeah. If you're not a fan of the Battlefield franchise, I don't think this is going to sway you. If you're a fan of Payday 2 and you've lost interest in Battlefield, come back quick. Come on, come back quick. Yeah, it's not as in-depth as Payday. Let's put it this way. You're not going to get any stealth missions. You might get some in the single player, which I'm going to be interested to see what they do with. One of the maps that I'm looking forward to is the mansion map. There is a mansion map that has got a lot of destructibility in places that I wasn't expecting. So, the bank map is really nice. It's very, very big, and it's not huge like a Battlefield 4 map. Some of the Battlefield 4 maps where it takes you hours to slog on foot. It's a large foot-based map, and even the large vehicle-based maps are small enough to get around. I think they've learnt from Battlefield 4 that you don't really want to be in without a vehicle slogging across the battlefield for about 25 minutes only to get shot by a sniper 3,000 miles away. I really like their loadout system. Loadout system is good. I think they've done everything really well. I don't think there's anything that they've screwed up on. Netcode seems to be good, but that doesn't really say much because the Battlefield 4 beta, the netcode was good in that as well. We know what cock up that was, but I just don't think the Battlefield Hardline was in production as long as they say. I think it was longer. I really do think it was longer because it runs better. Okay, that could be from the Battlefield 4 engine, but it just seems a little too... something about it. The art assets would have taken a lot of time to do. That I can agree on. From the time that Battlefield 4 stopped to Hardline was made, nah, you can't do it. They said they were going to release it in November. Either A, it was going to be a buggy mess like Battlefield 4, or B, it was a complete game, and they didn't like the kind of influence they got from the beta, and they needed to change it. Well, they have changed it, and I think they've changed it really well. The RPGs are no longer available for the engineer. They're a battle pickup, so in other words, if you're in a car and I think you've got to get a trait or something, and you've got to go around the back and open up the boot, and you've got an RPG. But you can also get them on the map, so we'll see. I like the game. Conquest mode is a wasted time. I think they should never have put Conquest mode in. Hotwire mode. Now, Hotwire mode, yeah. I know I'm repeating myself a lot in this vlog, but there is a lot of good things about Battlefield Hardline, and there's very few things that I'd say I'd be worried about. Is it going to be a good game? We've seen 3 modes that I'd say are worth it. Big money, Hotwire, Heist. Fuck Conquest. Really. Screw Conquest. I think Conquest is done. I think we've had enough. If you want... This could be the thing that changes the Modern Warfare shooter, because it's not a Modern Warfare shooter, it's a cops and criminals game. Even though it has the same kind of, you can put all your gun, basically load your guns with whatever you want, but it's got the idea that you've got to spend the money to do it. Not actual cash as in, well, hang on. Cash as in this kind of cash. But you've got to spend the in-game cash to actually do it. And that's interesting. I think you can min-max what you like and what you don't like. It's like, I've tried that. And I hope there's something that they've also done. This is brilliant. You get crap shit that you don't want in your battle pack. Like emblem, something else, and something else. I don't want any of that crap. Well, you can sell it. You can get your money back. And here's the absolutely gorgeous thing about this. You can buy battle packs for like a standard battle pack. That's a bronze battle pack almost, like for Battlefield 4. $2,000. That's around barely 2 matches. I think they've got it. I think they've hit on a formula that could make a series. I really think it could. What I would love to see would be the It's not a comedy of Battlefield Bad Company 2, but the way it works, I think these are the same people who made Battlefield Bad Company 2. You know what I mean? It feels sort of the same kind of thing. It's odd. It's really odd, but it feels exactly the same kind of thing, and it's really nice to see. Thank you for watching this vlog of what I've only played like 10 hours of Battlefield Hardline, but at the moment this is Friday, and I think we got 2 more days, but I'm not sure because my hands and other things I can play much more. Thanks for watching this vlog, basic review of Battlefield the Hardline beta. I will be buying this. You will be getting a shotgun thing. Goodbye.